about that. Today is all about machetes. Machete, where did that come from? Oh, it came from there. Machete. I do not have the machetes in order. I got one here, I got 3 over here. And I think I have all my machetes, I think. Yeah, I think I do. I think I have only 1, 2, 3, 4. But I could be wrong. So I saw a video that said, what are the best machetes? So if you hear him sound like he's gonna puke, I have to turn the video off. He has an upset stomach. Prayers for my boy. Prayers for Bailey, you know. So, budget. One of the things, sorry, I got lost. Haven't made a video in a long time, so new to this again. Machetes, I wouldn't say top 5, my choice of machetes and what works for me. I'll start from the cheapest, work my way up to the expensive. And it does get expensive. So, starting at one, I call it the flea market machete. I literally don't know what this is called, but this plastic handle that rattles is a flea market machete. It's got a good blade on it. I mean, it's beefy and everything, but sticker's hard to read. Didn't come with a sheath, and it doesn't hold an edge as well. But the blade, the blade is beefy, but does not hold an edge very well. I just sharpened it, and it feels like I didn't even sharpen it. After using it to see how sharp it was by chopping some bushes. And it's easy to get chipped. That's going to come up. And it gets stained pretty easy as you can from doing yard work or other stuff you would do with machete. I use mine for yard work, so mine pretty beefy, and this one's wobbly. I believe I got this at a flea market for like $2 probably, with no sheath. So yeah, flea market machetes are good if you just want a cheap machete that you can use and abuse until it breaks and then go buy another one because they're cheap. They are easy to sharpen, but they lose the edge very fast. But again, they're cheap, easy to use machetes at flea markets. And like I said, $2. No tax, nothing. You can find these at yard sales too. I don't use this machete anymore, simply because my handle, I don't know if you can tell from there, it's coming apart. So every time I swing this, it usually catches a wind and it bends. So I use it as a backup. Now I'll go into the second cheapest, which is Harbor Freight, at whopping $6. $6 or $8. I think it's $6. You can get something like this with a more comfortable handle than this. This is just plastic and slip and everything. You still got that wobbliness. So my blade isn't even straight, if you can see that. I'm using it so much. I'm trying to get it on camera. Yeah, you see it lying straight from chopping so much. This holds the blade edge pretty well. Not the funnest to sharpen because you got these teeth back here, which are actually useful because they are very good at sawing. I believe it's a pole saw, so you got pole, you know, you can only, cut one way. So, you got, I got sneeze. I tried to clean some of these knives. Some of these have pollen on it. So yeah, this pole saw on here. The edge, very sharp when you get it. Does dull fast. It's easy to sharpen when you know how to sharpen it. Like you want to grab it like this, but then you got these stabbing you, so you can't really grab here. So you kind of gotta grab down here with no blade. And how you want to sharpen this one is basically like that, but left-handed. I put it on my knee and I go up. Yep. So $6, $7, $8. Harbor Freight, and Harbor Freight has a new machete, so I plan on getting that sometime to test it out. Again, this is wobbly, not as wobbly as the Fleet Market. And it came with a sheath. It was nylon. The saw blade kept catching on it, so it just ripped it. Now, going to the second expensive is this, which I had to make. I'm still in the process of making a reliable sheath for this, but simply because the sheath that came with was nylon, and it cut right through it. It is extremely sharp. This is $25 on eBay. They mark it as Book of Eli machete. That's the whole reason why I got it. And this one I don't use for yard work. I actually use this as home defense. Why for home defense? Well, it's got a very gnarly tip here. And it's super sharp. When I first got this and had the nylon sheath that was facing like this, and had my hand on the nylon sheath because I was thinking it had a protective case on it like this one did. Nope, it sliced right through the nylon sheath. I almost took my pinky off. Yeah, almost lost my pinky on this one. But the handle is good. I don't know if it's rail wood or not, but it is full tang. I'm gonna say the last two weren't full tang. I don't have evidence to show. This is 440. 440 stainless steel. I was like, why did it say 322? But no, that's stainless. But 440 China. Good one. Not very balanced. Kind of heavy in the front. But yeah, I love this one. There is some use. You see right there. That comes with the blade. It holds its edge very well. I think I sharpened this I think I had this for like 3 or 4 years and only had to sharpen it twice. And I'm in the process I'm making a sheath for it. This is the fourth generation, sorry, of the sheath. I put more cardboard than usual so it doesn't slice through it. I would go online and buy a sheath for this, but the problem with that, they range from $100 to $150, specifically for a kukri machete. This is a kukri machete. So I don't have the money to spend on something that's literally collects dust and basically is only for home defense. So I don't really worry about getting a sheath for it. That's why I make my own every now and then. Whenever I'm bored, I try to improve the sheath in different variants. But yeah, beefy, better blade, no wobbliness. The only wobbliness you see is trying to come out of my hand when I'm putting pressure on it. But that full tang is awesome. That sheath I'm ready, it's kind of complicated. You gotta put it in a certain way. And sometimes I feel like I'm still to this when I first got this, like I said, I had it right here and almost took my pinky out. Why I hold it over here, I have the blade away. Yeah. Not the best belt loop. I have to find something to make that. Like I said, I was 23. I think it's 25 now. The last I saw it. Now, jumping up the prices to, I believe, 150, something like that, is the Gerber Double Down. I actually love this. It's actually in my work bag. I take this to work. I do landscaping for the city, and sometimes we have to clear a path to get some supplies to a certain area, and we got weed whackers or whatever they're called, and they're not reliable because they've been used for so many years that sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and the string they use is sometimes cheap, so hard to cut thick stuff with cheap string. So that's where this comes in. I have actually used this clear shrub before. I like to choke it right about here, finger right here, this right here. This is how I like to choke it. I like to go in as, any way as I can. Probably one of the most expensive knives I bought from Gerber, right here. And it has a sharper edge and kukri. It comes from the factory, super sharp. I had to sharpen it a few times myself. There's some spots I can touch up. But yeah, this is nice. This is made in USA. Gerber. Did I show that? Yeah, it's 420 high carbon steel. High carbon steel or HC. But it's good for chopping stuff. And another thing I like about it, I put this. This came off a Kydex sheath I had. I threw it on here because I'm not using the Kydex sheath. But it folds up. goes in the sheath. Sheath is not meant to go on your belt. But I do have a way where it does. I can't make it fit on my belt. It's just kind of weird. So if it's not on my belt, it's on my backpack for work. I carry this even in winter. If I'm not working in the winter, which we usually don't work in the winter, still carrying this because it's amazing. It's got elastic here, so it's stretchy. Yeah. I'm trying to really think of the price. I want to say $150. I could be wrong. But if you are to get one of these, it won't let you down. They're really cool. And you bring it to a landscape job, and you first get it out and fold and everything. Your workers are going to be impressed because they're like, whoa. Now, when I first had this, when I first got it out, the workers were like, no way they made a foldable machete. And I was like, yes, they did. Yeah. Yeah, so machetes are my favorite thing. I do plan on getting one more machete by Bare Bones. I heard good reviews about it, bad reviews about it. I personally hoping if I do get it, it's not like the garden knife, which I guess not over there anymore. Not like that. So if it is like that, it means one screw is holding the whole thing together, and I don't like that. So yeah. But the two machetes that are not in my house usually are these two. I use these for my yard. And I use the foldable one landscaping to clear brush and stuff like that. So, and the other one's home defense. Those are my top 4 machetes. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is the longest. I don't know if you can still make this, get this, but Z Hunter. People hate this machete. But it's got paracord handle, very comfortable. The blade goes all the way up to here. It's got this notch here to cut stuff. The saw blade, not sharp at all. So, and it has this cut right here, so put your finger like right about here. You can dig with it, or you can just cut with it. Yeah, forgot I had this. Over time the paracord will come unfastened. I do plan on, if I can, if I'm able to, which it looks like I am, if this paracord does fall off or wear out sometime, I might put a handle on here. So, don't know which kind of handle, but yeah. I had this for years. This is my first machete. There's a lot of hate for this thing, but which keyboard knife is just like this. It's like that design, but cheaper. I think I got this for inflation, $15. Um, yeah, I love it. And it does come super sharp. I haven't had to sharpen this at all. But it's for light tasks and stuff like that. Nothing heavy duty. If you want something heavy duty, you get some out of these. You get the other four I showed you.